My name is Crystal B. Rhodes. I am a native of Indianapolis, Indiana, and the play that I wrote that won OnyxFest is called 1,200 Miles from Jerome. I am an award-winning playwright and an author. I got my training in California, San Francisco, California, where I went out years ago to write for television, actually, which I did end up writing for. But before I did that, I wrote plays and wrote television scripts. I wrote for newspapers. I had a radio show, so I was quite involved in entertainment and have been involved in entertainment writing for quite a while. The idea for my play, 1,200 Miles from Jerome, came from a website that I went on. I was curious about the incarceration of Japanese Americans during World War II. And I went on a website and found out that two of the camps were located in the South. One in a little town called Jerome, Arkansas, and I was shocked by that. I thought all of the camps were located in the West Coast. When I read this website, there was a small little excerpt where this young boy stated that he had escaped from the camp in Jerome and was wandering on the road and met a young black girl. And he asked the young black girl if the house behind her was an outhouse. And she said, "No, this is my home." That right there was the play as far as I was concerned. I don't know what happened after that between the young boy and the young girl. But for me, a whole entire play was created, however. And my first play was called The Diary of Annie Mae Franklin. That was the play before 1,200 Miles to Jerome. The Diary of Annie Mae Franklin followed the adventures of these two young people. That play won an award, and the people who asked me about the play during the reading of that play wanted to know what happened to the subsequent characters. That's what started me writing 1,200 Miles from Jerome. It's part of a trilogy. I've also written the third play, which is a full act play called Ebony Eagles. So 1,200 Miles from Jerome is the middle play in a trilogy about African American and Japanese Americans during World War II. I heard about OnyxFest through a friend who emailed me and said, I know you're entering contests, which I had, and why don't you enter in this? It's a one act contest. And I thought, oh, why not? My play 1,200 Miles from Jerome had won 2 previous contests, and I like the fact that I could get the play produced through OnyxFest. So, therefore, I follow up my friend's advice, and to my delight, I won. I want the audience to take away from my play, not only be entertained, but also educated about what occurred during World War II and how the circumstances for African Americans and Japanese Americans were quite precarious during that period of time. And also the simple fact that my play follows these women who carry this Japanese American boy across 1,200 miles from Jerome, Arkansas to New York City under treacherous conditions where African Americans couldn't even stop for gas at gas stations. A lot of gas stations wouldn't even serve African Americans. Most people don't know that history. They don't know that we had to have the Green Book. Now, the Green Book, we did see the Blue Book, but believe me, it has nothing to do with what actually went on. So I want people to be informed about the history of not only African Americans, but the history of this country and how precarious it was for minorities during that period of time while we were over in Europe fighting for the rights of other people. The rights for minorities here in America were not being abided by. I hope that when you come and see 1,200 Miles from Jerome, that you will leave much more knowledgeable than you were when you came in, and understand that as much as things have changed in America for America's minorities, the more they remain the same. We have made improvements, but there's a whole think I've made my point. That's okay. I figure you'll make me look good, please.